Hi guys, welcome to Tarot to Dreams. Today I'm going to do a general reading. Now, a general reading won't resonate for everybody. It will only resonate for some of you. Please try not to make a reading resonate with you, because it's just going to cause you unnecessary stress and anxiety. Because you're going to be like stressed out why it's not coming into fruition or why you're not feeling that way. It's just that meaning the reading's not meant for you. This is just a general reading, so I'm just going to pull some tarot and then some oracle cards and kind of see what Spirit's got to say. Now, this could be something that's coming towards you, something that you need to do for yourself. I am a tarot therapist, so I do have a tendency, my readings have a tendency to be kind of where you need to be, what kind of blockages you need to remove, is there anything that you need to know. And other times it can just be a general reading. Okay, so we'll see what Spirit's got to say. So Spirit, can I have a general reading for the collective, please? So we have the Emperor, we have the Page of Swords. Do we want these? We do. We have the King of Cups, the Five of Cups, and also the Knight of Swords. Okay, we have the Magician on the bottom of the deck, and in the centre of the deck we have the Queen of Cups. Beautiful. It's a beautiful energy to have the King and the Queen together. Some of you may be in that Emperor energy, which is like the divine masculine energy. So you are maybe setting up for yourself. You might be setting up a business, or you might be moving directions, or you might be just moving up in your life, basically. You might be you might have kind of slipped into a leadership role in your everyday life or even your work life. But this is kind of opening that Page of Swords energy, which is that there's new ideas coming towards you, new things that you want to do, new things that you want to progress with. Having that feeling of freedom and excitement about new possibilities that are coming in. But that Page of Swords energy really is that kind of like eureka moments, bright ideas, kind of developing your own style, skill, or knowledge base. And with that Emperor energy, I do feel like you're quite determined with these things, and these things are going to come towards you. With that King of Cups energy, I do feel like there are people around you that are quite emotionally mature, that they're kind of going to help you in any way that they possibly can. If you have this already in your life, this person is going to be quite important to you during these times of changes. But also, if you haven't got that energy yet, there is somebody that's coming in towards you that will give you that kind of energy. Now, I want to say that the kind of it's like a mentorship, but it's not. It's more like a stable, secure kind of like person that when you start going like getting anxious or anxiety about these new steps that you're taking for yourself, this person actually kind of like pulls you back into form, into kind of stability, kind of a grounding kind of energy. That's what I'm feeling from this. Now, this doesn't have to be a male, it can be a female. It's just somebody that has a very strong emotional maturity, an emotional kind of just like, yeah, like a grounding energy. Somebody that's just really understands what you're going through and kind of helps you through that. And with that with that Five of Cups energy, I feel like those things that have failed you before, you are now actually starting to release. And if you're not, then that's something that you need to do. We all have fear when we start new projects. We all have fear when we start new directions and new things. But those things that have kind of hindered you in the past, you're kind of not going to let them control the way that you are going to do. Because with that Knight of Swords energy, you are definitely laser focused on your journey. You're definitely laser focused about which direction you're wanting to go into and how you want to get there. And woe betide anybody that tries to step in your way. You are like really determined with this. But that feeling of anxiety or fear is normal, because especially if you've been through things in the past that haven't kind of worked out the way you've wanted to go, and you felt that kind of loss or that despondence of when things don't go our way, and kind of like it knocks our confidence a little bit. So you're now starting to release that. I mean, don't get me wrong, that's still going to be there, but you are starting to release that. You're not letting that hold you back, because with that Knight of Swords energy, you're definitely moving towards that destination. The Magician is all the things that you've been manifesting. So all the plans that you've been making for yourself, you're now opening yourself up to these possibilities in this new sector of your life. With the Magician also, it's about trusting your intuition and making sure that you are going in the right direction for you. So if you feel like you need to change lanes, you feel like you are heading in a direction and it's not kind of gelling the way you thought it was be, so maybe look at it from a different perspective and maybe try and change direction. It's not saying that you won't get to the finish line that you need to get to, but you just might need to change direction. But using your intuition in that is really, really important. But these are the things that you've been asking, and these are the things that you would need to work towards. But with that Emperor energy, I do feel like you kind of already know that sort of thing. You already know that these opportunities have come because you've made them happen. You've what I would say, you've put your magic out into the world, sort of thing, and you yourself have actually made these things happen for yourself. And with that Queen of Cups energy, your logical and your emotional sides are very balanced, but your emotional side is coming out more. But your emotional maturity and the emotional side of yourself is now starting to develop. So you are actually being very practical and very logical about things, but you're also going with your gut. You're also going with your emotions. You're also standing in that emotional maturity kind of era. So where if people start saying things like, oh, it won't work, it won't go right, or it won't do this, or we can't do that, or whatever, you're actually being very, although you're being emotional about it, you're also being very logical about it, if that makes sense. There's a very nurturing energy with this energy, and that's kind of like you're nurturing yourself. You are nurturing your own objectives, your own desires, your own dreams, your own goals. So you're actually nurturing yourself. So you're actually believing in yourself more. So self-confidence and self-belief will be at all-time high for you. But with that Emperor energy and that Queen of Cups energy, I do feel like logic and emotional maturity are kind of balanced. So that's a really nice place to be as well, because you have logic on your side, but you also have that emotional self-belief and that desire and that drive to do that, because that's our emotions. Our drive and our desire to do things is our emotional side of things. Okay, so I'm just going to pull some more cards and see what else Spirit's got to say. Yeah, because you're bringing in abundance with that Nine of Cups energy. So that abundance is coming in towards you. You are attracting abundance because you are believing in yourself and you're putting positive energy out into the universe. So that positive energy is going to come back. So the things that you are tackling, you will tackle, because you are pushing out abundance into the world. You're pushing out positivity. So pushing that positivity out is bringing that positivity back towards you. You're feeling very driven. You're feeling very happy with your decisions, so that's making you feel positive about the path that you're on right now. Okay, yeah, and just having the strength to go through what you're going through, to keep pushing forward. But it's also that strength with that calming kind of attitude. It's a quiet strength. That's what Spirit's giving to me. It's a very quiet strength. You are strong and you are determined in your progress. You know which way you are going, and you won't be deterred. That Knight of Swords energy, that Emperor energy, and that Strength energy is telling me that you won't be deterred. You will be successful, and you will get to the finish line that you need to be. It might not be straight away. You might have to keep working hard at it, because that's kind of life. But at the moment, that strength and that quiet determination, that quiet strength that you have inside, people might be telling you that you can't do it or that you're not doing it, but with that King of Cups energy, that support energy that you've got around you at this moment in time, or that's coming in towards you, you know that you can do this. In your heart of hearts, in your gut, you know that you have these opportunities. You have the skills to be able to move forward on this journey that you are going on to, and you know in yourself that you will be successful. You will get to the finish line. Whatever it is that you're tackling, whatever it is that your desires or your dreams or your manifestations are, you will get to the finish line. And you've got that quiet strength. That's what Spirit's giving to me. It's not an outward confidence, but it's an internal confidence, and sometimes that's even more important than that external confidence that we have. It's that internal confidence of self-belief. Yeah, because the Star card is here. So this is your wish card. This is everything that you want for yourself, everything that you desire, everything that you dream towards. It's coming in towards you. It's moving towards you. You are making things happen. You are making things happen for yourself. You are progressing in the way that you need to progress. Okay. So I'm just going to pull some oracle cards as well. Do we need all of these? I think we do. Okay. So we've got comfort, which is lost and found. So yeah, The things that you feel like you've lost, especially with that Five of Cups, you now realize that these are things that, so you're able to open up new possibilities and you can find your own progression, your own purpose. So the things that you've lost, you know now that you needed to lose those things, that those things needed to be removed from your life, from your energy, from your circle, from whatever it is that's been removed, in order for you to be able to find what you need to find for yourself and find yourself, basically, find your inner self. So moving along this line has been full of lessons, but you've also found your purpose, your desire, your dreams, your manifestations, your goals, yourself. So these things that you've been moving, these things that have been lost to you, you're now understanding why these things had to be removed, why these things have gone, because you've been able to find something better, something new, something fresh, and also find a lot more about yourself as you've been going through this journey, because you are going through this transformation period. And transformation periods are hard. When we start first going through our transition period, it can be painful. It can be feel like things are being ripped away from us because they needed to be. So that's that kind of repressed. So that's the kind of like where you go into your hermit mode, as I call it. So you go into your healing mode. You go into that mode of, right, what do we do now? What's our next step? How do we progress from this? How do we learn from this? And then that's when your transformation is activated, because you start to realize what it is that you want for yourself. What is it actually that you truly desire? Not what everybody else wants for you, but what you actually want for yourself. And that's this transformation period. And that's kind of why you stepped into that divine masculine energy of that Emperor, because you needed that strength, you needed that courage, you needed that motivation, and you needed that leadership for yourself to be able to ascend to the next level, to start this transformation period. And Spirit's giving me that some people in 6 months' time might not even recognize who you are, because you've changed so much, but so much for the better, because you're happier, you're working on your purpose. You feel like you have a purpose, and that you are in a happier place because you've managed to get rid of the things like that lost and that found. You've got rid of those things that needed to be removed, and found yourself in this beautiful transformation period of your life. And then we've got uncertainty, which is doubt and confidence. So yeah, again, with that Five of Cups energy, you're releasing those doubts, you're releasing those fears in order to be able to get into this new confident, self-assured, kind of self-worth person that you are. So removing those doubts and removing those niggling things and the niggling voices that we have in our head from internal and external influences, we're now releasing those, because we actually believe in ourselves and we believe in our own confidence. And if you're not in this stage right now, but this is resonating for you, don't panic, you will get there. That's kind of what Spirit's saying to me. So that undoubt and that doubtful energy that you might have at this moment in time, just know that will be released. You are finding yourself, you are finding that inner quiet strength, that new transformation period, and you are finding who you really are. And sometimes that's a difficult thing for us to do, because sometimes it's very difficult for us to concentrate on ourselves and concentrate on the person that we want to be. But you are now going through this beautiful transformation period, and what I have to say to you is that make sure that you are looking after yourself. This is a very, very tricky kind of, can be sometimes sludgy ordeal, but making sure that you believe in yourself and you give yourself a lot of self-love, care and attention, and that you believe strongly in who you are and where you want to be. Excuse me. So we've got the Book of Spells, which is learn. So yeah, you are definitely going through a learning process. You are definitely going through a self-learning process. You are learning about yourself again, especially with that Five of Cups energy, especially if you've been through a period of feeling like you've been repressed. That's that transformation card again. So feeling that you've been repressed, you are now starting to learn about yourself. You're now starting to learn about the things that you actually do like. You are no longer being masked by other people's desires, dreams, and you are no And Spirit, not all of you, but Spirit is saying to me, for those people with them people pleasing attributes, you are no longer doing that. You are no longer putting your own needs and wants aside for other people's needs and wants, because you are now no longer feeding other people's egos. You are now looking after yourself and learning about yourself. This also might be you learning a new skill, a new direction. It might be the fact that you're actually going back to college or school or whatever it is that you're doing to learn something that you've always wanted to do, that you've wanted to put your time and your energy in towards that. Okay. Yeah, because now you're seeing the signs. You're seeing those flags. You're seeing those you're seeing the signs of new possibilities and also things that need to be removed, because you're now seeing who have your back and who don't have your back. Does that make sense? It's the kind of, you're seeing the signs before they even affect you, if that makes any sense to any of you. Or if that resonates. It's the fact that you are now seeing signs within yourself. You're seeing that self-confidence come through. You're seeing that self-determination, and that the fact that you're not going to be putting up with any messing, and you're not going to be, like I say, deterred from this path. And then you've got the spell is cast, let it go. So yeah, that Five of Swords, that Five of Cups energy, sorry, you're letting go of all the past trauma, all the past hurt, and you are now stepping into this beautiful, confident, self-assured energy, which will then be able to open new doorways and new possibilities for you, and that you'll be able to go on this path of self-actualization for you, you know, so that you will actually find your purpose and you will find what you really want to do for yourself. Now, I'm not saying that if a couple of months down the line you decide that that's not the way for you to go, you'll still take the lessons that you've learned in this lesson. You will still take the lessons that you need to be able to move forward. Again, life is all about learning curves. Life is all about finding what we want to do, finding who we are as a person, finding out what our desires, our dreams are. And they do change, because life is ever changing. But at this moment in time, the most important thing is you, and it is you concentrating on your own self and your own confidence, and letting go of other people's expectations and other people's traumas that caused you trauma, and letting go of that feeling of not being worthy enough, or not being good enough, or not being desirable enough, or whatever it is that makes you feel that kind of energy. You're now letting go of that energy, and you know your self-worth, you know who you are, and you know your confidence is shining through. And sometimes you might actually look at yourself in the mirror and feel really good about yourself, and that's a beautiful energy to have. Yeah, because you're removing the mask. You are becoming the person you need to be, that you are. Because we bury that person so far deep down inside of us, because we're too busy trying to please other people's expectations, that we actually forget who we are in ourselves. And now you're removing that mask. You are showing the people the truth of you. You are showing the people just how strong you are, and just how clever and wise and beautiful your energy is. And you are now showing people these. You are no longer being shadowed, and you are no longer being allowed to be shadowed. You are not going to allow yourself to, that whole line from Dirty Dancing is, no one puts baby in the corner. I am so sorry, that's spirit for you. He's basically saying that nobody should ever put you in a corner, and that you are now standing in that power. You are now standing in that desire that you want for yourself. Excuse me for a second. So yeah, we have the armadillo, which is trusting yourself. I don't even need to say very much about that. It's believing in yourself, that self-confidence that we are building, like you are building, sorry. And then you've got peacock, which is share your true colours. Again, you're removing the mask. You are showing the people who you are. You are showing the people around you just what potential you really have, and you are not going to be dimmed. A peacock is never dimmed. A peacock stands tall and proud and beautiful with their colours and their energies, and they never ever shy away from that. So that's kind of remember that energy. Remember, don't ever shy away from your own true colours. And you've got the turtle, which is invoke ancient power of grounding. So yeah, like I said, because you're going through a transition period, it can be a little bit murky at times. So making sure that you're balanced, making sure that you are grounded, and making sure that you are looking after yourself, because going through big changes is a lot, and it's very can be emotionally draining. So making sure that you're looking after yourself, and obviously your diet, making sure you're hydrated, making sure you're sleeping well, making sure you're doing some self-care, which is obviously whatever brings you joy. It can be reading a book or having a bath or whatever that looks like for you. Making sure that you're doing that helps you keep grounded and helps you carry on in this journey that you're on right now. But all in all, this energy is beautiful energy, and I am so happy this person's going through this transformation period. And I'm so glad that you are actually being able to show people who you truly are and stand in that power of your own confidence. And even though it might be a silent confidence, it's still a confidence, and you should be really proud. So I say celebrate yourself, and make sure that you are looking after your own interests and looking after yourself. But whatever journey that you're on right now, whatever, if this resonates for you, whatever you are doing for yourself right now is beautiful energy. Keep going, because the universe, the divine, the spirit, the ancestors are all on your side, and they are driving you forward. So yes, perfect. Okay, and I hope that helps somebody. But yes, beautiful energy for today, and I just want to give you all blessings and hope you all have a beautiful day, and I hope to see you again soon. And if you do like my readings, I do have an Instagram account that I do daily readings on as well, so you can always just check me out there. But thank you all guys for joining me today, and I hope you all have a beautiful day. Goodbye.